I'm your host, Jeff Sart. We're going to take you behind the scenes with the craft distillers who are pouring their heart and soul into crafting the next version of America's Spirit. This is the Great American Whiskey Cookers. All right, Craig, tell me about this bottle that I'm looking at right here.
Okay, this is a fun bottle. This is a bottle of our barrel number one, and by that I mean the very first barrel of whiskey we ever made, that I ever made in my life at all. It is all malted barley, 100% malted barley, and it's got some peated malt in it as well. So the full mash bill was 1,200 pounds of pale malt, 300 pounds of crystal malt, and 600 pounds of peated malt.
All right.
Right, and this barrel, you only get one barrel number one, right?
Yeah.
So we hung on to it for a long time. You see right here, it's 7 years old.
7 years old, yeah.
Which isn't bad for a 10-year-old distillery, right?
Yeah.
And we made it. You know, so a lot of times I see that high number, I'm like, wait a minute.
Right.
You've only been here for 2 years, but. Why do we bottle it at 7 years? You are thinking, I'm sure.
I am.
We're here in Colorado where it's high and dry, and we get a significant angel share, and we also pick up a lot of oak character.
Okay.
And this barrel was starting to get pretty oaky, and it's like, all right, I think it's at its limit. Let's bottle it up. And barrel number one has another unique attribute, and that's in the distillation. When we run our spirit still, we recycle some of the heads and tails back into the still every time, right? Mm-hmm. With our new low wines.
Okay.
And when you have barrel number one, well, there aren't any of those, right?
Right.
They don't exist. And they add some complexity to your flavor. So this, when we tasted our first 6 barrels, this was the tamest, the simplest, if you will.
Sure.
And that's another reason we left it in the barrel so long, is because, well, let's give it some time to do its thing.
Right, and mature and kind of get there and get ready.
Yep, and it was also kind of the rudder of the work I was doing for distillation and for aging, because we could taste this every 6 months, and this was giving us a clue into the future. What is our whiskey going to do?
Right.
How long do we need to age it? What's the best point?
So this is barrel number one. You're currently sitting at barrel 264.
Yep.
Right? And each bottling is a single barrel. So can they still get barrel number one?
They can, because we priced it pretty high. Without the fancy box, it's a $250 bottle.
Okay.
And we have a few cases left.
A few left.
Yep. Believe it or not.
And then a bottle of this, the most recent one.
Yep.
Right? Barrel. This is like I said, 264, and I think I saw you have 263 up there as well.
Yep.
Right. How much is a regular bottle of this going for
Our
right
standard
now?
price is $60.
$60 for a bottle of this. Great. You can still pick up a bottle of barrel number one, or you can pick up a bottle of barrel 264.